It's Week 11 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the 49ers and the Browns, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, back to Gaskin. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down, it's Snell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jackson will throw again. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there, with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feel?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving them 2 points themselves.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Running on first down with Gasket. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Get man coverage on the outside. My scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. That one complete to Myles Gasket. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Second down, Gasket. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this will move the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Running left with Snell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Browns! Myles Gaskin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you ought to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To throw is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action maybe.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So here are the Browns to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. From the 30 on 2nd down. Prescott throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. 3rd catch in this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Play action. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run straight ahead with Snell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Prescott. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Jackson on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Jackson. Gabriel's got him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers are once again back in front. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
15 yards there for number 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake. That could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To Gabriel, middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Jackson. Touchdown from 4 yards out.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Prescott. Out to the right here to Wilson.
And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a give here to Snell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Well, there you go. From red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's got room at the 30. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Benny Snell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. From the gun, Jackson. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail. There's time to extend. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson will throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is taken in by Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Prescott. It's brought in by Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. First down, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the 49ers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned, they end up getting out.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Prescott. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got a man here. It's Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Wilson, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to claw one back. McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And the Niners just continue to roll.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Prescott on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Jackson to Gabriel, middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Jackson will throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after.